but honestly, we get along so well, and I can't imagine doing this with anyone else but my sister. Like, you go through so many emotions in this journey, and very lows to where you're like, do I need to give this up as a career, to the highest of highs where we just won our first ACM award, which was one of the coolest experiences, you know, of our career of being sisters. And so to just share all those experiences together really is the coolest thing.
Well, and the beauty of being with your sibling too is that you can get kind of raw and organic, and like if you kind of don't have to walk on eggshells. You know what I mean? Because you just know, like, listen, you're in it for the long haul, honey. So
exactly. Like, at the end of the day, we've been a band for 12 years, but we're going to be sisters, obviously, for forever. So
Really?
Yeah. I mean, whether or
you're
not
walking on thin ice.
Exactly. But I'll wake up and be like, hey, Kendra, I'm just going to tell you, I'm flat out, I'm crabby today.
Or I'm not feeling my best.
I'm not feeling my best. Yeah. So do with that what you want to.
When that happens, I feel like the other one just takes the lead and is like, okay, I'll be the strong one today. I got you.
And I can tell, like Kendra said, if we spend 7 days on the road together, Kendra's older than me by 2 years, but she'll be like, I can tell that I'm just annoying her, honestly.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, Kendra, I'm not doing anything different.
I know you're not.
You're just breathing too loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's really, really sweet, though. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the music process. And you, like you said, you've been doing this a long time. What does that process look like for you guys at first? Do you each individually think of different lyrics or songs or melodies, or do you only work together? Because that's really fascinating when you're doing with a duo, and especially siblings.
We always write together. All of our songs we write together. But, I mean, on our own, we're constantly thinking of ideas, putting them in our notes, melodies, and then when we come together in the writing room with a few other collaborators, then it's just all together. Krista's really, really great at just words in general and phrasing, and if I can't fit some words into a phrase, I know Krista will be able to do that for me.
That's cool.
And then I'm a little more like melodically driven / conceptually driven. Like, is this song making sense right now? Is this what we want to say? Is this on brand for who we are and what Tigirlily Gold, you know, brings to country music?
I love that. You know, I am very fortunate. I get to do a lot of interviews, and I don't even think that has ever come up in an interview where you're talking about actually like the theme and the method and like, is this saying what we want to say?
Yeah, that is so important to us as artists, because there's a million songs. It's like, what separates us from anyone else? What do we want to say? And obviously Tigirlily Gold, with this project Blonde, we really locked in the girl group energy of it.
Yeah.
So we say that this whole project is having a blonde state of mind. You don't actually have to be blonde, obviously. But we want everything that we write and put out to be empowering, confident, bold, also funny. Like, we're not afraid to poke fun at ourselves, because life on the road, man.
Oof. Yeah.
It's up and down. The other day we had to drive 7 hours because our flight was canceled. Like, you just got to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
But yeah, we think it's so important to be conscious of what you're saying and how you're saying it. And
especially as new artists.
Yeah, we chose 10 songs for this record that we didn't feel like many other artists would even touch or do it justice if they did it. So we were very conscious of everything in this creation of the album.
Yeah, that's such an important message that I think a lot of people don't think about when they're listening to their favorite artist. And you're like, no, when you're putting together an album, the album has to have almost a message. So how do you feel? You've been doing this for 12 years, you said. Do you feel as you've matured, got older, got closer, been in the business, like, obviously you've grown. Do you feel like that messaging has changed? Or maybe the question is more, each album, how do you decide how you're going to evolve it as artists?
Yeah, I think for us, the thing that's changed the most is just the confidence we have.
Yeah.
As we've grown, you know, as humans, as sisters, as creators, just feeling really confident in the music we're making and what we're saying and knowing what we want to say. And obviously we're still always growing. And the next record, you know, we hope every record is better than the one before.
Yeah.
Because we want to keep growing, and that's what keeps us hungry and just really having fun. But yeah, I think just being confident and not worrying so much about what other people are going to think.
Yes.
Like, being just so happy with what you've created and putting that out into the world and going,
I'm
if
proud
one
of
person
this.
likes this, great. If no one likes it, I still love it. If
I
100
love-
people
yeah.
like it, great. You know what I mean?
It's the authenticity, right? And I do think that you obviously, both of you have a growth mindset. You're obviously talented, and you understand where you are now. And I think that's why, you look at somebody like Jelly Roll, right? Like even 5 years ago, he may have not been blown up, but like people are craving authenticity and you obviously get that. You know what I mean? So I think just understanding where you are just in the music canvas right now is so important. And you guys obviously just get it like that.
Well, thank you.
I mean, it's been a long road for us, but at the end of the day, we're two sisters from North Dakota. We live and breathe and write country music, and we really can't change that for for better or for worse.
Yeah.
So what did you say yesterday? I loved this. We were about to head to do a show.
I don't know.
And,
what did I say?
Sometimes you just don't feel like you're tired. You're on the road. You don't. And she's like, we do this for all women everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like, yes, Kristen, you're right.
No other sister duos in the format right now. So we feel a responsibility to represent a lot of women in country music. So it's not just us that we're trying to make proud. We're trying to make women proud everywhere, and everyone's welcome to join the Tigirlily Gold
all
Party.
the men too.
Because I was going to say,
we love our men. We just don't like when men behave like boys.
Exactly. High fives. Really quick before I let you go, is there anything you guys are currently obsessed with right now? Like a show, an app, a song, food?
Please, 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 Sabrina Carpenter is like,
oh my God,
obsessed.
You guys need to do that on TikTok.
I really need to watch House of Dragon because I'm a Game of Thrones person. But I've been getting served all these House of Dragon TikToks.
Yeah.
I really need to watch that.
People are obsessed with that.
I've never watched either, but I feel like I know what's happening because of the amount. Because we share a TikTok because of our music. So I'm like, I feel like I know what's going on.
Because it's the same algorithm. I never got into that either. I always like to say I'm more Hallmark than Game of Thrones.
I'm more like, let's watch a chick flick, rom-com situation.
I'm like,
both.
I listen to crime podcasts just when I'm driving, though, to keep me awake. Because I'm like, the fear of getting kidnapped, keeps me going. Stopping at a random gas station.
Don't doze off. Don't doze off.
Like, I'm not going to fall asleep. I'm worried I'm going to get taken. So, yeah.
That makes sense. I get it. But the thing that must be fun though, that like your algorithm probably like changes every flip, right?
My husband and I just bought a house, and
congratulations.
Thank you so much. Excited.
Woo. Yeah.
We bought a house, releasing an album, and literally home like all of 2 days.
Yeah.
So you could call me crazy. I thrive off of chaos.
You're the Capricorn or the Taurus?
Capricorn. I'm the older sister, so
yeah. Yeah, that's because it's Leo season today.
Leo season, okay.
You're a Leo? When's your birthday? Mine's the 29th. Happy birthday to us, Leo season. But I feel like Leo season is all good vibes. It's very like power, hear me roar. The vibes that you're releasing, your album,
powerful vibes
in Leo season. Let's go.